Kardashian seemed to be hyper aware of how her fans perceived her and her family, and she would adapt as needed to stay in their good graces, no matter how rich, famous, or successful she became. In 2022, we saw Kim's carefully curated public image crumble in her worst PR year yet, as she appeared to become too out of touch for her own good in a series of uncharacteristic gaffes. In this video, we'll take a look at why Kim Kardashian is falling off hard. Kim had a rough start to the year after her ex Kanye West, now known as Ye, repeatedly slammed her and her then-boyfriend Pete Davidson on social media. Throughout January, February, March, Ye took public aim at Kim's parenting, leaving her worried about Pete's safety due to the severity of his posts. This was not Ye's first brush with controversy, and Kim has always managed to expertly toe the line of addressing his behavior on Keeping Up while keeping the true scope of the mess firmly under wraps. Kim's cool and calm public persona, however, came crashing down in 2022. Ye's antics got out of hand, forcing her to respond with an Instagram statement and comments on his posts, accusing him of spreading a false narrative. Despite the fact that Kim was going through a difficult time, she ended up receiving praise and gaining newfound respect from people who admired her dignified response to Ye's constant attacks. Although her public responses differed from how Kim had dealt with Ye in previous years, even those who admitted to being her critics in the past confessed to having mad respect for the way she handled such a messy situation. In terms of public image, this was arguably the pinnacle of Kim's entire career, with fans and detractors alike uniting to praise her. But in March, Kim managed to lose some people's respect as quickly as she gained it, thanks to an ill-fated interview with Variety magazine, which marked the start of her 2022 downfall. In the now infamous profile, Kim sparked fury when she told the reporter, "I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and go to work. Nobody seems to want to work these days." It didn't take long for this video moment to go viral, with Kim facing widespread criticism for betraying one of her fandom's most important demographics. In response, outraged viewers accused Kim of trying to gaslight everyone by fabricating information about her upbringing to justify her comments rather than admitting she'd made a mistake. After all, Kim's mother, Kris Jenner, painted a very different picture of her daughter's upbringing in her 2011 memoir, which detailed the family temporarily moving out of Hidden Hills into a decadent townhouse while constructing a new house. And Kim's new attitude has become a recurring theme this year, with a billionaire facing intense scrutiny for her repeated failure to acknowledge the wealth and connections that aided her empire's rise. Instead, Kim has become obsessed with demonstrating how hard she works and championing her daily grind. And it's probably worth noting at this point, Kim was once shown to fans sitting in a chair while her stylist bleached her hair blonde for the Met Gala. In a final blow for 2022, Kim courted controversy by association this year during Balenciaga's Spring-Summer 2023 campaign. Recently, a photo shoot for the brand went viral on Twitter with two young children posing with teddy bears dressed in BDSM-style harnesses. Legal documents referencing child porn were visible props elsewhere. These images understandably sparked widespread outrage online, and because Kim is one of Balenciaga's most recognizable faces, she was immediately pressed to comment on the scandal. Despite an ill-timed episode of The Kardashians focusing on Kim walking for the designer label at Paris Fashion Week, airing in the midst of the uproar, Kim did not issue a statement for a full week, and even then many felt that what she said was insufficient. Kim began her social media statement by saying that the disturbing images left her shaken, and she later added that she appreciates Balenciaga's removal of the campaign's an apology. "In terms of my future with Balenciaga, I'm currently re-evaluating my relationship with the brand," she added. People called on Kim to cut ties with Balenciaga after the controversial campaign, but the statement did more harm than good. Kim, on the other hand, appears to be recognizing the extent to which the tide has turned against her. As the Balenciaga backlash and negative reaction to the Kardashians gained traction online, she took to Twitter to ask fans what they wanted to see in season 3 of the show. "It reminded me of how Kim used social media as a focus group, asking and listening to her followers, rather than alienating them for her increasingly unrelatable life. It remains to be seen whether 2023 will see a return to form and to the dependable business model that prioritizes the wants and expectations of her fans, who are ultimately responsible for her empire." And with that being said, it's time to end our video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.